The University of Virginia experienced 2 shelter-in-places in the span of just 3 days, raising concerns about campus safety and emergency protocol. The first occurred on February 25th when a suspect fled during a traffic stop, and the second followed a violent stabbing incident near grounds on February the 27th. The February the 25th incident began around 8:15 a.m. when Virginia State Police attempted to stop a vehicle for an expired inspection license on Fontaine Avenue. The driver, 19-year-old Naeem Hill from Scottsville, reportedly refused to stop, leading to a pursuit that ended near Ivy Road. He then fled on foot, leaving the vehicle to collide with a state police cruiser and another car. No injuries were reported. Following the escape, Hill was last seen near the intersection of Alderman and McCormick Roads, prompting the university to issue a shelter-in-place order at approximately 9 a.m. The order remained in effect for over 4 hours as law enforcement agencies, including Virginia State Police, Charlottesville Police, Albemarle County Police, and University Police, conducted a thorough search of the area. During the lockdown, all classes were canceled and students were advised to stay indoors. The search extended into the Lewis Mountain neighborhood and Central Grounds. At 1:45 p.m., the university lifted the shelter-in-place advisory, stating that Hill was believed to have left the area, though he had not been apprehended. Classes were scheduled to resume the following day. Sources say on Wednesday, March 5th, Hill surrendered himself to the police department. Just 2 days later, on February the 27th, the university once again issued a shelter-in-place order, this time following a stabbing at Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church. The victim, identified as Cleaton William Don, was critically injured and transported to UVA Medical Center. Authorities quickly arrested the suspect, 44-year-old Edward Connolly, who has since been charged with malicious wounding. Similarly to the previous incident, the police apprehended the suspect at a location different from the crime scene. Lee was caught on Stribling Avenue before the shelter-in-place was lifted. The back-to-back shelter-in-places have raised serious concerns among students and faculty. Some question the effectiveness of UVA's emergency alert systems, while others argue that more preventive measures need to be put in place to ensure campus safety.
It was like I was running late, so I was in a bit of a rush. And while on my way, I was right next to O Hill, and they kept saying I should come inside. I was a little worried.
I'm trying to get into the dining hall just right now in O Hill, and it's closed. No one would open it. Everything's on lockdown. Newcomb's closed. I was trying to pick up my friend, and we're just out here very worried about what's going to happen next.
Very few students were seen walking around while the shelter-in-place was in effect.
It's been quite eerie, to be honest. Especially at this time, you see people walking around all the time. Usually, this road right here, Alderman, is usually completely packed with students walking around.
UVA officials have stated they are reviewing their emergency response protocols to improve efficiency and communication. With 2 shelter-in-places taking place in a week, the university community is left asking, what more can be done to protect students and faculty? As the UVA community moves forward, questions linger about the long-term impact of these incidents. I am Shibu, WVIR.